Okay, it is time for a KVJ TV poll here. If you go to YouTube and look for the KVJ Show, we're going to be raising our hands to what applies to yes. And if you listen to us or watch us on YouTube when we do the after the show, we'll tell you the stories behind all of the answers. I will give you a percentage if you are listening to how many of the KVJ Show members have answered yes to each one of these so you can find out how ridiculous we are. Raise your hand right now if you have ever faked an emergency to get out of a bad date. Does that apply to you? If it does, raise your hand. You faked an emergency to get out of a bad date. Okay, we have got one person raising their hand, 25% of us, with myself, Virginia, Jaybird, and producer Denny's in the studio. But it's just one person putting up, actually two hands. So it seems like they've done it many times, actually.
Oh, the one person's putting up two hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, raising the roof, I see.
Yeah, very proud of themselves. Who's faked an injury to get out of something? Faked an injury. Maybe you're out doing something and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. Faked an injury to get out of something. Raise your hand if this is you. Okay. We've got two people that have faked an injury to get out of something. That is 50%. Half of the KVJ Show has done that. We'll find out exactly what they did fake coming up on the after the show. Who has gotten a 1-star review from an Uber or Lyft ride? If you've ever been given just 1 star as the passenger, raise your hand. Two people are raising their hands. Half of the show has done that. Okay. In fact, again, somebody's raising both hands, so they must have multiple 1-star reviews. If you've ever had your license suspended, raise your hand. Has your license ever been suspended? Okay. Again, one person putting up two hands. That's half the show, 25% of us. Only
we have
one.
Fun people on this show, okay?
Okay.
It's for the plot, Kevin.
It's for the plot, okay. Did it for the story. And raise your hand if you've ever gone poop in a Walmart. Has anyone ever duked it up in a Walmart?
Oh, my God.
One brave soul has. Oh, my goodness.
Did they have to go to therapy after?
The trauma.
Did they have to sit down and talk with somebody?
Don't ruin the game, bruh.
Allegedly. Wow. Don't ruin the game. You got some nerve about ruining games.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some nerve.
We did a raise your hand poll at the end of the regular show, and one person raised their hand on faking an emergency to get out of a bad date. That was Virginia. You're the only one that raised their hand. What was the emergency you faked, and who was the date with?
Yeah, so I used to go on that dating site, Match.com. And so I had gone to meet a guy that did not look like his profile pic. And I brought my friend with me. So it was the two of us. And we were sitting at dinner with this guy. And he just was just not the profile pic at all.
Is this Wolf shirt?
This is Wolf shirt. Yeah, this is Wolf shirt. And so I faked stomach cramps and intestinal issues. And I was so sorry I had to call it an early night and go back to our hotel room. Mm-hmm. But I didn't go back to the hotel room that he had bought. I actually went down to Bourbon Street and continued to keep the party going.
Yeah.
And then ran into him. It was like, oh, shit.
I took some Pepsi.
I feel great. It's a miracle.
I took some antacid.
I feel so good all of a sudden. I was looking for you.
There you are.
I'm so happy I found you.
Yeah. It's meant to be.
I can't think of one that I've done that with. I'm not saying I haven't, but nothing comes to memory.
Yeah, I haven't done it when it comes to getting out of a bad date. I've never faked an emergency.
I've cut it short, but I've not faked an emergency. Like, oh, shit, my dad's arm fell off.
Now, I was one of the people that raised their hand for faked an injury to get out of something. When I was a younger fat kid, I faked a really badly sprained ankle to get out of field day where you had to run. And that just wasn't my thing. So I was kind of limping around. I had to go out there with everybody else. But then I forgot and I started limping on the other foot.
Oh,
and they're like, which foot's hurt again? I'm like, oh, that's right. Not only am I fat and slow, but I'm dumb.
You got to watch that web of lies you weave.
Yeah, that's what I realized. Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with your own lie.
It is. What about you, Jaybird? You faked an injury to get out of something?
Yeah, I did. And it was the right move. And I feel zero guilt about it. I was on this co-ed softball team, and everyone on the team, I didn't want to play. I was doing it as a favor for a friend, so I wasn't even really like on the team, but it was a tournament, and they took it so fucking seriously, but they were getting drunk and belligerent, and 3 of them were. They listened to the show, and the drunker they got, they started telling me everything they hated about the show and what they didn't like and what annoys them about the show. Then they started trying to tell me how to play third base and what I'm doing wrong. Meanwhile, I just made a game-saving fucking catch, and then they're trying to tell me what to do.
Gardens, bruh.
And then I ran, and I did twist my ankle, and the coach was married to a player on the team. They start getting into a drunk fight. Some other guy gets mad because he popped up and he throws his bat. So it's just all of this just anxiety, the Netflix finale. I was having zero fun. We were getting our asses fucking smashed. We were down by 14 runs. And I said, oh, yeah, this ankle, it's fucked. Someone else is going to have to play for me. I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm gone. And I took off.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was
a good time to
awful.
fake an injury.
You just jumped off of the Titanic.
And not to mention, too, those games, the co-ed games, these big dudes get up there and they try to hit the ball. They're taking out all of the frustrations of their horrible marriage on the ball. And I was playing third base, and they were all hitting it literally up my ass.
Yeah.
And I was just sick of being pelted like a piñata. I'm like, fuck this, man. You're talking about how you hate our show. You're talking about I'm not playing third base right. We're losing. Fuck all you. I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I had to limp away.
I'm not sure I'd fake anything. Who's got a 1-star from Uber or Lyft? Half of us have.
I think the one for me in Virginia, and we swear we weren't being mean or jerky.
No.
It was during COVID, and we were very drunk, and we had our masks on, and we kept taking our masks off to talk and
to drink.
And he kept on saying, put your mask on. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I swear I just forgot that I had a mask on, and I kept taking it. Virginia kept taking it off, and he finally said, put your fucking masks on.
He snapped on us.
And I don't think I got a good review on that one. I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I was an accidental dick.
And then another one was when I was just a blackout drunk and I ordered an Uber. And then when it says put in your address, for some reason I put in the address of Hogfish Snappers, the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And so he brought me to Hogfish Snappers, the restaurant. And then I was like, dumbass, I don't live at Hogfish Snappers.
And you were the wrong one? Yes. Oh, that's awful.
Wait, you would double down when you're wrong?
I was like, I don't live in a fish restaurant. What the hell's the matter with you?
You gotta be careful, dog, because you don't want that. There's cameras and shit. You don't look all.
He's like, you gotta go. And I was like, all right. So I got out and went into Hogfish Snappers.
And probably drank more.
Called Panda. You gotta come get me from Hogfish Snappers.
Had a rage drink.
And I looked back the next day, and sure enough, it was totally my fault. I had put my address in as Hogfish Snapper.
So I did that shit on accident where I don't know what happened. I drank too much, and I accidentally programmed in my ex-girlfriend's number. Oh. But it was at nighttime, and I was kind of like dozing off a little bit. And then he's like, all right, you're here. And I go, why am I at my ex-girlfriend's house? But I didn't want to make a big deal. So I'm like, thank you very much. So now I'm standing outside my girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's house. And then I had to call another Uber to come pick. But I was trying to like hide so she couldn't see me.
Jaybird, are you in the bushes?
So I looked even more fucking shady trying to hide. I'm like, how did this happen? Damn it, no.
He took an Uber to Peep and Tom.
Oh, and of course the Uber to get me from my ex-girlfriend's house. It was like 11 minutes away. I'm like, son of a bitch.
You have to stand on the curb for 11
I was like trying
minutes.
to hide in a bush.
That is amazing. Wow. All right, another thing we had for the raise your hand poll. Who's had your license suspended? Bert, I believe that was you.
Yeah, a long time ago. It wasn't for anything crazy. It was for, I either got a seatbelt ticket that I didn't pay, or I forgot to pay, or I was late. It was all about paperwork, and then they sent me the paperwork that your license, if you don't do this, your license will be suspended. And then I just didn't read that. And then I was driving around not even knowing. And I believe you can go to jail if you are driving around with a suspended license.
Oh.
I didn't go to jail, though.
You're lucky. I think it's up to the cop.
It was up to the cop, and the cop was way cool to me.
That's why you got to be cool, man. Don't pick no fights with them, because if you have a suspended license, they can use their discretion.
It's crazy.
And if you're being a dick, he's going to discretion you right to jail.
It's funny because I do watch a fuck ton of just body cams in general. It's insane how many people who have shit already, like there's either a warrant, their license is suspended,
and they have a bad attitude.
They have the worst attitude you could ever have.
That's when you need to be sweet.
Yeah, they don't have a good attitude.
They don't.
Ones that have warrants out and ones that have a suspended license, it kind of shocks me.
It's wild.
Yeah. Gets a little crazy. And then the final one that we had here was Virginia going poop in a Walmart.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I think you need to sit down and talk to somebody.
Look, I did sit down. I sat down in the Walmart.
Kevin, I have been into, now I'm talking South Florida Walmarts. They are not for the faint of heart.
It wasn't like I wanted to be pooping at the Walmart. It just, nature called, and I didn't have a choice. It was poop in the Walmart or make a mess in my car, and I'm not going to do that.
Something about Walmart makes people want to get up and shit on the walls for some reason.
Now, I didn't experience that.
Oh, well, then you didn't go to
But I
the
did.
right Walmart.
I was in the Walmart. I went in the handicap bathroom on the end, and it was when I discovered Walmart radio. So I was sitting there and I had free time. And do you know they have like a full-on radio station, and there's DJs and they do bits and they do skits
At
and
Walmart.
they do at Walmart radio has a full-on like a morning show, but it's on all the time. They play music, they do bits, they do skits, and it's Walmart radio. And I found it while pooping.
2016 called. They want their story back. It's been around forever.
Kevin didn't know that shit.
No idea.
Kevin don't go to Walmart.
No.
Kevin's smart. You think Kevin's ever be shitting at Walmart? Hell no.
Do you know who the people were? I've never heard of these
They
Walmart
were
DJs.
a morning show.
They have a whole.
They work for Walmart. And it's just Walmart radio.
It's Walmart radio, and they have a whole spiel. I find it quite relaxing.
It's
the only-
on loud in the bathroom. And I appreciate that, because if you are going to poop in there, you don't want people to hear you pooping. And the sound of the DJs did kind of drown out the noise from the stall.
I've seen some horrific bathroom moments at Walmart, and I stand by my truth.
Huh. Okay. Had no idea. Well, congratulations to those DJs for getting a gig.
I was wondering what they get. Like, what's their deal?
I was wondering that too.
What's their contract?
How much do they get paid? Are they just other DJs that work for another station and they moonlight as the Walmart radio?
Are they AI Walmart radio fucks?
Great question. I guess they could be AI now.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, it's not like Walmart has to produce great content.
It was funny enough, though. You know, it kept me entertained, and I'm a pretty harsh critic and judge of radio, and I was not, like, hating it. I was, like, pleasurely pooping.
Yeah, that could be the poop talking, though. Sometimes it gets in the way of thinking.
It was not the worst show I've ever heard.
Okay. It says the DJs are Chris, Gerby, Gwen, and Bo.
They were a whole ass morning show.
They host live radio shows every weekday, providing diverse music and informative content to customers across the U.S.
Yeah, I was digging it.
I thought it was cute.
Okay. Well, good for them. That's
If
kinda
things
crazy.
dry up here at WRMF, we can always find a home at Walmart.
Well, let's. I think they're booked. Let's try with a CVS or a Walgreens first.
Yeah, we should pitch this to all stores.
Hey, CVS, what's going on?
CVS Radio.
What are the top 10 things for your ass when it flares up?
How about that?
Did you know this is a fun fact. We could use this on CVS radio. If you have an itchy butthole, you could have parasites.
Oh, I could do the top 5 lotions to jerk it. What five down to one? What are the best?
Jerkin to Jerkins.
I don't know if they're gonna like our act.
We're gonna get fired before we even start the gig.
We might have to take our act to a different store.
We might be more in line with like Adult Video Warehouse.
Like a Rite Aid, maybe.
Yeah. Where do we fit?
Where do we fit?
Dollar
DJs.
General.
Dollar General would have us.
Okay, you think?
It's a little more rogue in there.
They just don't pay very well.
No.
Yeah.